Welcome to FM1 Tuition. Today's topic is Pythagoras theorem. What is Pythagoras theorem? Let's give you guys a little taster to it. Sorry. Let me get a pen out. Alright. So Pythagoras theorem simply says if you had a triangle which is a right angle triangle, and you had two sides here and the longest side here, which is known as a hypotenuse, you can calculate how to work this out, any of these sides out, by this theorem: a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So this is Pythagoras theorem here. Alright, so to understand this theorem, let's give you guys an example. Alright. So say you had a triangle. Again, it has to be a right angle triangle, and the side here say 6 centimeters and it's 8 centimeters here, and you're asked to work out this length. Alright, so how would you work out? Again, we look at the formula here: a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So therefore, we just put that in, 6 squared plus 8 squared, that should give you c squared. That's the same as 36 plus 64 equals c squared. That's the same as 100 equals c squared. Square root of 100 equals c, which is tan. This length here is 10 centimeters. That's a quick way of understanding how Pythagoras theorem is used. There's different ways of being asked this question. So for example, you might be given, let me just get the pen, and then you might be given C and A and you have to work out B, or C and B and you have to work out A, or in this case A and B and you have to work out C. So let's give you guys a few more examples. So here we are, we've written out a few more questions for you guys. Question 1, you have to work out the angle x, the length x here. Question 2, the length z here. Question 3, slightly different. You're given the hypotenuse, the longer length, and you have to work out the shorter length k here. And same here, you're given the longer length, 3.2 centimeters here, and you have to work out the slightly shorter length, c. So pause the video, have a go, and then get back to the video and let's go through it together. Alright. Question 1. So again, let's use the formula: a squared plus b squared equals c squared. If you look here, we're given 4 and 3, the shorter lengths, and we have to calculate the longer length. That's the same as 4 squared plus 3 squared, which equals what? 16 plus 9, which equals 25. That equals c squared. Therefore c is a square root of 25. You guys should know this by now. That's 5. So therefore x is 5. 5 centimeters. Okay, next one. You got 12 millimeters and 5 millimeters here. So let's move this down. 12 and 5. Alright. Question 2. 12 squared plus 5 squared, that equals, let's move up, z squared. Okay. That's the same as 144 plus 25. That equals 169, which is z squared. Therefore, z is a square root of 169. Put that into your calculator and it should come to 13. So Z is 13 millimeters. And if you look at the size, 13, 12 and 5, 13 is bigger than 12 and 5. Therefore it's got to be correct, because the length is always, this hypotenuse is always longer than the other two sides. Okay, slightly tricky now. Question 3. So we've already given c squared here. So we got a squared plus 15.9 squared equals 21.7 squared. Therefore, move it a bit further down. Therefore, a squared is the same as 21.7 squared minus 15.9 squared. Okay, in your calculator that comes to roughly 218.08. So a squared, a therefore is square root of 218.08. That comes to 14.76, etc. But to 2 decimal places it comes to 40.77. Okay, and finally question 4. So you got again a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So by now you should know how to use this formula. Let's add the numbers in now. So c squared is 3.2 squared here. You got 1.7 squared plus b squared equals 3.2 squared. Therefore b squared is 3.2 squared minus 1.7 squared. Get a calculator out. That comes down to roughly 7.35. So b is a square root of 7.35, which is roughly to 2 decimal place 2.71. So c is 2.71. Hopefully you guys understood Pythagoras theorem here. For more videos, check out FM1 Tuition.